What's going on, guys? ZfreeZone here, and today we're going to have a look at another hidey-hole. This one is right next to that unnamed city. As we can have a look here, we can see we are right down here, right in the corner. And if you want to know the coordinates, it is 7D. Zoom in again so you guys get a good idea. It's right around there. So if you come back out here, and we'll jump down here, as you can see we've got the little spot just here out of the way and in incognito, so no one can see it, or from all the different sides from around here as well. You can see it's just tucked in this little spot over here. Really cool hidey hole. So yeah, if you haven't checked this one out, make sure you have a look. But if we're coming over here, we'll jump into the base here, and as you can see we got all the stuff we need. We've got a blacksmith table at the back there, armor's bench, we've got a tanner there as well, and we also got a kiln and 2 cauldrons just there, and as you can see plenty of storage. And if we go down here we can have a look at some more stuff. So we got the stove here, we got the dryer, we do have a carpenter's bench in the back there. As you can see by the word, you can't really see the carpenter's bench, but it is back there. It's just under those boxes. And you got your bed, and see, as you can see, there's pretty much everything you need. And if you're missing something that you would like, I'm sure you can find a spot to put it. But if we come up here as well, I have got the well in here, because the well's always handy to have in this kind of area. But yeah, that's pretty much the hidey hole, guys. Nice and quick. There's a little build tutorial video after this, so make sure you check that out. But if you're not going to hang around for that, make sure you hit the like button and give us a comment down below. Subscribe for the next one so you don't miss out, because there's plenty of hidey holes to come. And I'm ZfreeZone, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. See us. Alright guys, so let's get straight into this. So we're just going to start building around here, and then work our way around. We want to go pretty much to the lowest point. We don't want to go too much higher than the bottom here. As you can see, it should go all around, so we want it just a little bit higher. And to get the most room out of it, we kind of want to face it this way. So there we go there. And I forgot to turn on my building mode, free building mode enabled. There we go. And now we can grab this foundation again, and now we should be able to just continuously place them. That mod again, it is called Creative in the Steam Workshop. Go grab it. Fantastic mod. I use it just about for every build that I use. Just a really good mod right there. So from there we're just going around, and we're trying to find nice little spots that we can put the foundation pretty far in. Which say this one here, what we'll do there, we'll go roof tile over here, and then over there, and then see if we can get a foundation right in there. So there you go, you can see the foundation sticking out there, and then we can delete these guys, and as you can see we've got the foundation inside the wall, really nice and tucked in. So yeah, don't forget just to do those kind of things, get foundations tucked in a little further. So like over here, what have we got down here? Let's put one, there we go, that one's pretty good in there. So we're going to get rid of these guys, and we're going to have one at the back there just because it's more tucked away. So we're going to have this guy here, then we'll get a ceiling piece. We're going to change that around, so let's go there, take this guy off, put a ceiling piece in, and then we can have a foundation either in this corner, which is pretty covered, and at the back here it's not very happy, but it will allow us to have a ceiling piece. So we're going to leave that one in the corner there, just because we get that little bit extra room. And there you go, that's pretty much the bottom sorted. So that's foundations of where we're going to live. So let's go 2 stories high, because 2 story high is gonna be alright in this situation. It's not that much bigger. As long as we have a nice slope roof, I think we can get away with that. And what I mean of that, so like a slope roof like this guy. Let's go out one more. Let's try and plan our floor plan out as much as we can. So yeah, there you go, there's the roof covered. and then from there we're going to go with this guy, and we're going to come down on all these angles here just to blend in that a little bit more, which is quite important, especially with hidey-hole. Hidey-hole's not safe if people find out where you are. So just like that, we have a nice little area in here. Let's get rid of this random one that we chopped down. There we go. Alright, so we're going to have a look at these walls now. So we can put a wall there. We kind of want to make that into like a semi-doorway to get in here. So we're going to bring up this guy and see if we can put one at the back here, if it will let us. I want to go next to this one down the bottom here. As you can see, it's not letting us do it, so let's try and do it with a ceiling piece down there. And then we got this guy's not very happy, is it? What's that way? I think that went like inwards instead of outwards. Let's have a look in here. Yep, sure did. Nope, that didn't go in the right spot either. Just doesn't want to go into that spot, so we're going to leave that. And we're going to delete these guys. We've been putting them in the wrong spots here. We're going to cover that guy up, but so that guy can be nice and covered up. And let's have a look at our building pieces here, because we do want this corner piece, which is right here, and that will seal the deal here. We should do, there it is there. Alright, so we are going to go with the hatch door right at the back here. That's going to be the plan from now, so let's replace that guy. And there you go, we've got the hatch door, and then we can come in here and we can have another layer, like so. There we go. Put the extra layer in here, have this up to here, and then we just cover that up there. And then we can have another hatch door here, and we'll jump down there, and that's our little room. So that's pretty much it. As you can see, there is pretty much enough room to do whatever you want, any kind of bench or anything like that. A lot of storage in here. If you come over here, you can see if people were down here, they can't really see much because this is a pretty much dead area anyway. So if they did come up here and run along here, they'll really have to climb up to have a look. And as you can see, you can't see nothing there. And I just want to throw out there as well, this isn't really much, but it is like a little gap that you can jump into just about. If you wanted to body vault, that is a really good spot to do it. We'll jump into walk mode, and I'll just get in there for you so you can see what I mean. So it kind of gets you down there a little bit, and then you could pass out down here and everything should be good. You'll be able to body vault, no problem. Doing a bit weird stuff there, but yeah, that's a good little body vault trick spot to do it in. Let's cancel that and just climb out. But yeah, there's that as well. But let's get back into this build, and we are gonna, how I get up here, I'll show you guys that as well before we just jump onto fly mode again. This I find is the best spot to jump up. So this will give you access to that little gap that we seen earlier, and yeah, this is just the way I do it. You can come up here, because as you can see my stamina is going down, but if you manage to make it up here, it's like a rest spot, and then you just come up here and start climbing again, and you just climb through this little gap here. There is a few different rest spots on this spot, so if you're over encumbered, it should be fine. For instance, this one here, you could just stand there and regain and then jump back in. So yeah, no problem there. So I hope that helps you guys get up. We're gonna come over here and jump off. This spot here, we're going to have to block it somehow, so we're going to just go with a wall and see what that looks like on the inside. But I just don't want people peeking through that little gap. So we come down here and have a look at that wall, and that wall's absolutely fine. We could even go one on the other side. We can get in there. There we go. So that's completely blocked off. Up here, so yeah, we are pretty much good. That's our entryway there, and then we're into our main area. Alright, great. So let's have a look at some benches we can put down. We want to go for the biggest ones first, so it is the blacksmith table at this point. And looks like he's going to go in that little spot nicely, so we're going to go for it. And then we're going to go for the carpenter's bench. And we'll spin that guy around, try and find his little place he wants to sit. Hopefully there is a spot there. It doesn't look like it's very happy, so we'll move on. But it's just about finding the right spot for these guys. As you can see, these walls are pretty soft, but it's not really taking for it. The slope roofs can really stop these kind of stuff being placed down. But let's try down here and see if we can get a point where it's going to sit and be happy. But yeah, it's really just about getting it out of the way as much as possible. As I said, with most of these builds, just go around the build and try and find a spot, and eventually you'll find one like that, and that's a nice little hidden spot. So let's have a look at some other benches. We have here, we do want a well, because wells are always really handy to have. When you don't have one, you understand how much you actually do need one. But with that, let's try and even get it outside here, just because it is pretty big and bulky, and getting it out of the way is really good. So we'll move around here to see if it's going to take. Which doesn't look like it wants to. I don't want to go there because it would take up too much room, but that right there is good because we are covering a foundation, so that is perfect. Let's grab the kiln now. Let's put this guy somewhere. Usually I put it next to the blacksmith table because it's part of the same thing there. Let's go there, and put another one. It's going to let us. Of course, it's not. One kiln should do anyway for a small base like this. Cauldrons are the next thing we need to worry about. So let's see if a cauldron will fit in there. Yes, it will. So boom, put a cauldron there. Then you can stack them on top of each other. Yeah, we're going to have another one there. It's always good to have two cauldrons because they fill up so fast, those things. Alright, so Tanner is improved Tanner. Let's see where this guy's going to go. And I say see where this guy's going to go because every build's different. Even your guy's build will be different to this. So yeah, it's just biggest suggestion is just to grab a workbench and move around with it until you find the spot you want to put that workbench in. It's the only way, the best way to go about it. You can see here now I'm going around the base trying to find a spot for this Tanner that's going to be happy. Right now it's not very happy, but we do need a Tanner in the base. I don't want to take up major floor space like by just putting it in the middle there. I really do want to try and find some kind of spot that it's going to sit to the side a little bit at least. You can do it. It is all about trial and error, so yeah, you guys just do what I'm doing now, and eventually we'll find a spot. Right, so it looks like we've got a spot here in front of the blacksmith table, which is fine because we can still access everything there, and we can still walk around there, so that is fine. We're going to keep that. Let's put our armor's bench inside this because that's always a good spot to put it, to stack your benches up as much as you can. That's always something I recommend. So we're gonna shove that guy in there. Alright, so now that's in there. Let's have a look at what else we got. We do need an improved stove, so let's go with this guy and see where he's gonna go down. As hopefully he can work with us a little bit more than that Tanner. But I think in the Tanner eventually went into a good spot anyway, so that's fine. Let's have a look down here. Alright, so we put the cook station there, and then we'll get the fridge and put that guy on top of it, and then we should be right there. That should stay away from the wall enough. So let's have a look at that. There we go, that's absolutely perfect. You can come over here and access it there. So that is fine. Let's see what else we need to chuck down. We could do some dryers and fluid press. Both of those things kind of help in this situation. And if we get a large campfire down, that's good too, but just a normal campfire does do the job when you're a bit low on space like we are now. So I wouldn't mind these down here because we have got the carpenter's bench down here, and it is all the same. Let's get the fluid press as well. We can put this next to the kitchen because they are pretty much handy to have there when we find a spot for them. Right in there is absolutely perfect, so we're actually using that spot, so that's good. Let's get something else here. We could do a lot of things here, but let's have a look at these campfires, see if we can get one around here, because at the same time, like, we can walk on top of a campfire too. So they're big, but they are easy to move around as well. So I'll just see if there's any spots around here that's going to let us do it, and if not, we'll just get the small campfire, because that is fine too. Right now it doesn't look like it's going to, so let's just get the small fire and put it on top of the stove where it goes, right there. That's good. Let's put some boxes down, because we're going to need storage in this bad boy, which we have a lot at the moment. Let's get this guy turned, put him there. There's 2 boxes for that. We could probably even put one down the bottom here. There you go, everything's accessible, so we are good. Let's go down here and try and find some good spots for these boxes, which there's a good one right there, and we could probably even go sideways like that. So plenty of room down there for storage. Our little hatch is here, so we're gonna actually put some more boxes around here. There we go. It's always good to have extra storage around, especially if you're raiding and you just want something to dump on. These are perfect for that. There is a spot there, I did see it. It's a matter of getting that again. So yeah, when you're building these hidey holes, I can't say enough, it's just pretty much find the spot that works for you. It is a lot of trial and error. And there we go, we found it. Alright, so let's jump up here and put some boxes up here as well, because this is where we got our main amount of crafting. I always like to put boxes on top of those guys. We could probably fit a box into there, nice and tight, and we could even put another one on top of that, like so. These boxes can go on top of this, right in the middle usually. We're going to have to get into first person mode here just to have a look at this properly. And we want to get one over here. There we go. try and get one at the back and then one at the front, but it doesn't look like it's going to go for it. But it does. And then up here as well, I like to put the top. So there we go. So all the storage done. As you can see, it's quite a lot of storage. Now let's have a look at the beds. The easiest bed to put down is your little simple bed here, the folded bed. But we're going to go with something a little bit bigger and see how we go with that. But the folded bed, if you want something simple and put down fast, that is definitely the way to go. But there we go there. We've got our normal size bed in there. But yeah guys, that's probably about it. I might add a little bit to it, you might see before. But yeah, I'll just mention it when at the start of the video if I do add something to it. But yeah, I'm ZfreeZone, and I'll catch you guys on the next build. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. There's so many nice builds coming out, and there's still a ton of hidey holes that I haven't actually done. We're just going to be getting smaller and smaller as we go along, because all these big ones that I've done, they're pretty much good to go for a solo or a couple of people. And we're going to look into more storage places just to store your stuff, because more people need to be storing their stuff. They can't get wiped on the first go. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Catch us.